everyone. Well, let's close that so it's not looping. Um, how are you doing? It's Onyx here. We're just gonna do a little bit of a play video so that we can cover some things for the people who may not know about the new tutorial or crafting or anything like that. So just to get the ball rolling, we're going to play the tutorial, and as you saw, it had a reward pack. So again, if you haven't done it, you should do it. And it's going to tell you basically how to play. I mean, it'll give you enough of a kickstart to get going. Your command center is awesome, super awesome castle, and theirs. And the point is to just basically kind of take over the board. Your manpower, which goes up every turn, and the max is 12. So even if you get to turn 13, you're not going to get any more. You can go over 12 with cards and such, but it's not that, it's kind of rare. Draw a card. And your manpower to play it. Then the green glow tells you you can play it. Ta-da! And then we put and the green shows you where you can put it on the field. Woo! Feels so official when it says success. It's like 1 of 7, you're almost there. Now we're going to learn a little bit about movement. So then we select them, and it says it can go left, right, forward, and it'll cost us 1. So, sure. 2 of 7, man, we're moving on. I really love that patch. I've said it before in previous videos, but I love it. It's awesome. So, combat. And we want to attack with this unit. And then you've got your attack and their health. Attack and health. And this little skull symbol means that's a bad guy. No. So then when we attack them, we do kill them. They're reduced to 0, but they have a retaliation phase. The only way that the retaliation doesn't trigger is if this unit has an ability called evasion. There are some other reasons it won't retaliate, but as a general rule, the unit will retaliate if it's able to. For instance, if this had 2 range and this unit didn't, then it wouldn't. So just, if it doesn't retaliate, don't immediately assume a bug, but it might be. We learn about special abilities. And this one has assault. And assault means that when you put the card onto the field, that assault effect takes place. And so this one has disable. When a unit's disabled, it can't move or attack or retaliate, and it can't activate abilities. So it's basically just kind of stuck there frozen for 1 turn. Almost, no, I'm going to say no disable's ever going to be permanent. So it's usually 1 turn, and then they have to keep disabling you if they don't want you to move. So then it kind of flashes black. If you'll notice, it goes darker to let you know that the unit's been disabled. And there are a lot of different abilities, so it's a little bit of a learning curve, but you'll be alright. Learn about command cards. They can do things like buff your unit, move your unit, shield your unit, or kill everything else on the board. And we certainly like the ones that kill everything else. So, from the tutorial, the valuable lesson here is don't stack your units in a column like this if you can keep from doing it, because this card kills them all. And then your opponents basically played 1 card to kill 3 of your cards, which is really bad ratio. So just kind of stagger your units and try and keep them out of a 2x2 square and out of the same row. So sometimes you're not going to be able to do that, but if you're trying to avoid bombs, it's a good strategy. Ooh, 5 of 7. Moving on. Moving on up. Domination damage. And as I said, domination damage is really the whole point of the game. I mean, fighting other units is cool and all, but the whole point is really to get your units over to theirs. And you'll do damage along the way. Move here. And then this one pops up. And then this is your total. Yep. And domination damage. Domination. Domination damage doesn't take place until the beginning of your next turn. So even though I moved my unit into one of the tiles that will do damage, if it died before the beginning of my next turn, I'm not going to do any of that damage. Which is important to remember, because sometimes it's life or death, especially if your health is low or their health is low and you need to kill them. So my turn started, he's on the one line, took 1 damage. And as any game, if they hit 0, you win. That's kind of common sense. Anybody that's played knows that 0 is winning. Advance your units and control the board to crush your opponent with domination damage. Overrun them, basically. 6 of 7. Red Devils. Nice. Card rarity. This iron bar around the card lets you know that this is a common. But you see here the iron is overlaid with this shiny gold. Means that's a gold card. You can only have 1 copy of a gold card in your deck, which means you can only have 1 Red Devils. But another gold card is Valiant Colonel, but you could have a Red Devils, a Valiant Colonel. You could have as many gold cards as you want, but you can only have 1 copy of them. This one is a bronze. You can have 2 copies of a bronze, but as many bronzes as you want. Do I want to replace any? That's a little expensive. I have first turn advantage, but the player that goes second draws an extra card, and they get a special card that gives them 1 extra manpower. So it's kind of like trying to even it out. So there's really no advantage to going first, except for you're going first. Hand size has been increased to 9, so you can have 9 cards. After that, you're going to start discarding your cards, and there's not much else you can do about it. Let's use what we've learned to defeat our opponent. 6 is a little bit much. There's no penalty for not taking any of the starting cards. You can get rid of all of them, and you're still going to draw the same amount. In some card games, when you mulligan, is what it's called, they'll start penalizing you for mulliganing, but in this one you can mulligan all the cards and it's no big deal. You still get the same ones, but you can only do it once. So if you get a card, I want to say if you get a card that's over 5, you should probably think about getting rid of it, unless you've got cheaper cards to play, which is important. I don't have anything to play on the first round, so oops. Yeah. Blitz, as you saw on there, is that this unit can act and attack in the same unit that, or in the same turn that it's deployed. Like if he had put him down and had enough MP to move him, he could do that in the same turn. And a lot of units you can't do that. See, because I put mine down and I can't do anything with it. I don't have the MP to do anything with it, but I couldn't do anything with it anyway. As you see, advanced deploy means it can come out onto the second row if you want it to. You don't say. To use an ability, it's hard to, but this number right here is your attack direction and the range. So for my mechanic, I want to put him, he attacks 1 forward, or ability since he really has no attack. He attacks 1 forward, so I want to put him behind what I plan to use him to. He's going to add 1 HP to mechanicals. I put him behind a mechanical. He can't do anything on the first turn I drop him, so he's just kind of standing there. But next turn, wahaha. Let's end my turn. Dum, 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 dum. Now, once you use his ability in the turn, you won't be able to move him. Like if I'd used his ability here, he wouldn't have been able to move up if I moved the armored Reese. He'd be frozen. Most units are after if they attack, they can't move. They can move and attack, but not attack and move. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? See, those are both gold cards. Pretty good gold cards, too. Let's just keep moving my armored Reese. You can see, even though he has no attack, and as an aside, since he has no attack value to start, you can never give him attack. Even if you have cards or anything that gives attack, still won't, because he has none. It's a good thing to remember. And don't waste cards trying. See, this card has suffer -1 attack when it comes onto the field, but it has an attack value, so you can buff it up if you really want to. Boom goes the dynamite. So, this unit can move 2, which is really good for rushing and when you want to go fast. Gotta go fast, want to go fast. Boom. That was really fun. What do I want to do? Ooh, what do I want to do? And my unit is obviously at a disadvantage being here because it can be attacked in a lot of different directions. But it's doing, every turn that I start that it's sitting there is doing 4 damage. So sometimes even though the unit's going to die, it's a good idea to just keep pushing forward. Let's see. Let's move that one forward. Let's try and keep him alive a little longer, though. And get rid of that shield. Let's move our red devils forward. To red devils. Dun, 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 dun. Cripes. I don't want it to die. Sad day. Oh well. This is called a shield, obviously. And it'll take damage so that your unit doesn't, but any damage it takes, no matter how much damage it is, 1 or 50, the shield disappears. Counterattack means that when this unit retaliates, it also does an extra amount of damage. This one in particular does +2, which is a little scary. Grand Slam, which you'll grow to hate. It removes the shield and does 2 damage after removing the shield, which makes it an awful card, and I hate it. Bringing out the AoEs. Boom. This one has Blitz, so it can attack and move in the same turn that you put it down. I don't have any of that, so it doesn't matter. Congratulations, you are victorious. It's time to take the field against real opponents, experiment with different strategies, and master face-off. Good luck. Yay, we made it to 7 of 7. Awesome. Victory dance. Do 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 do. Then your daily login bonus, and the longer you log in, the better the rewards you get. Wah, ha, ha, ha. And there's our reward pack. To open it, we'd go to the store, open our pack. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, we got 2 silver cards. This is common, and you can tell it's Empire. This one's neutral, also common. And common Republic. This one is Empire Silver, and this one's neutral silver. Yay! So we really got lucky. Your card packs, let's take our cards. Let's take a moment to talk about the card packs. This card pack will have at least 2 bronzes. It's guaranteed. You'll get at least 2 bronzes. You can get golds or silvers, but you'll at least get 2 bronzes. Now, when you scroll down, this one will only ever have commons, which can be good, but there won't be anything spectacular in it. They'll be useful cards, but there won't be anything bronze, silver, or gold. And then for gems, you can I only want Alliance cards. I only want Republic cards and Empire. You can purchase gems here. Ta-da, gems. But you don't need gems because you can see there's gold and gold. It's the only faction cards that are for gems. And you can buy gems there. And when we have card backs, they'll be on this tab. And a card back is applied to all of your decks right now. It's just kind of a blanket effect. And it'll show up, and your opponent will see it as you play. They'll be looking at your awesome card art. Boosts. There is a unique gold faction card for each faction that you get when you reach level 36 with that faction, which is a lot of grinding. It's max level, so it does take a while. And you can lower the amount of time it'll take with boosts, and as you can see, they're for gems or gold, whichever you want to do. And they just apply to your account as soon as you buy them. So you might want to time your strategy if you're interested in buying them. Let's go back. Overlay. It tells you what's what. Let's make a deck. And create a new deck. What do I have the most cards of? I don't know, man. Let's look real fast. I don't have crap. I think maybe it's Republic. That doesn't look like a lot, does it? Still probably Republic. Darn it. Alright, well, let's go with Republic. Let's just put all of them in there. All of them. You can have 3 copies of a common card. Let's put 3 bombs in there. Mad with power. You want to watch your curve, though. It tells you here how much they cost. You've got 2 2-cost cards, 3 3-cost cards, another 3-cost card, so that's 4. And you just want to kind of start, you want to keep your cost down so that you're not sitting with a hand of cards that are too heavy for you to play. And then neutral cards you can put in any faction deck, so you can kind of supplement. Let's put some light infantry. Everybody loves light infantry. And you just go through and let's put one of those in there. Pick out cards you like or that you think will go well with what you're trying to do. Let's put a medical jeep. Let's put a repair jeep. Why not? But when you're first starting out, your best option is to level up a faction to level 10 by playing against the bot, both for practice and because as you level the faction to 10, every level gives you a card reward for that faction, so you start to have more cards that you can build a deck with. I didn't do that, as you've been with me since the tutorial and you know. So this is my selection. Let's throw one of those in there. This guy's fast. He's fast. Let's throw a reset in there. Reset gets rid of disable, and if your unit's not disabled, it can allow it to move and attack again. So you can move and attack, reset, move and attack. But keep in mind when you're using reset cards that you still need the manpower to move the unit if you're planning on moving it. So if all you can do is reset it, like if you've only got 5 MP and you use a reset card, you're not going to be able to move the unit you reset because you won't have any MP left. Whew, that was a mouthful. What else am I going to put in here? Let's put in a home guard, guarding his porta potty. When you play a home guard on the field, you'll know what I mean. You'll see the porta potty. You'll see it. You'll understand. You'll be part of the in group, the popular crowd. Cool kid. This one's fast. Let's put that one in there a couple times. One more of those. Got a lot of organic units, so let's put some shields on stuff. Every good deck needs a BAM. I have 12 of those. Holy heavens. Let's put 2 bombs in. Let's not get greedy. Or should we? Oh, let's not. Let's put another Jeep. Alright, let's save this deck as probably not good. I didn't spend enough time on it. I didn't look at my costs enough. And I haven't leveled up my factions enough to really have a wide selection of cards. So, let's call it probably not good. Save it. Thank you. I completed a quest. This, when it says quest completed, it's basically telling you you've completed an achievement, and it'll give you a little bonus. We built our custom deck. There it is. Probably not good. um, as a new player, you've been given a few tickets. And what tickets do are, um, let's go here. Now my probably not good deck is missing a lot of stuff because I don't have the Republic cards unlocked yet. But let's see. I really want a Mounties. Like, I want to put a Mounties in my deck. Look at that. It's a 2-1 with advanced deploy. I want that in my deck, so I'm gonna craft it. Took my tickets. But if you don't like a card, you can disintegrate it and it'll give you this amount of tickets, or this is how many it takes if you want to make that card. Now, if you can only have 3 common cards in your deck, so you want to go through and be like, see, this one has 4. I don't need 4 copies of that card. I need 3 copies. Oh, look at all the quests. We're just completing quests all over the place. I don't need 8 copies. Let's disintegrate. Now, common cards aren't going to give you a lot of tickets because they're not a lot to craft. Let's see if I've got any. I don't need 4. I don't need 4. Still don't need 4. Okay, but I'm gonna keep looking for, I don't think I'll have any, let's just, but if you had this bronze card and you had more than 2, because you can only have 2 in any deck, and the card can go into as many decks as you want. You don't need 6, so you can put 2 in 3 different decks. You can use the same cards for different decks. So you only ever need the highest amount you could possibly put in a deck. For this card, that's a 2. So if I had 3, I want to disintegrate it for 4 tickets so I could go make cards that I want. Let's see what else. What else? Mobile has come out recently, so all of this you can be playing on a tablet. Right now it's Android, but we submit to be approved for other things. We're just waiting to hear back. We have a Union Unit card back contest going as well that you can check out in the news on the forums. And to get there, you can press Shift and Tab, and you can go down here to View Community Hub, and you can go to the news, and this is the Union card back we're showing you as a preview that's going to eventually become available. This is the Crest card back that's also eventually going to become available. And then this talks about the card back contest that we've got going. And if you want to enter, it's, I mean, it just takes time, so you might as well try. Let's rate this up because we like it. Your account doesn't, oh, I'm on my wrong account. Durr. I'm dumb, ignore that. You'll be on a better account, obviously, so you'll be able to do that. Also, recently, we're going to be adding the option to complete like a survey kind of thing for rewards. And when we do that, we will put information about it in the news, so just kind of keep an eye on the news for that. I had a little list that I wrote before I started recording because I knew as soon as I started recording I was going to forget everything. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I wrote a list. And I've been kind of going down it right here at the end when I'm not doing anything else. That's everything though. If you have questions or concerns or you just want to talk, you can usually find me in the chat, Onyxandria, and I'll answer questions, try and help you out the best I can. If you encounter a problem with the game, freezes, or just bugs, things you know that aren't supposed to be happening, please remember to click the gear icon, contact support. Just, you can play with that if you want to. Um, and then tell us a little bit about what's going on and send it to us. If you had to restart your game, that's okay. As soon as you come back into the game, send us a report. It'll still package everything up and send it to us so that we can take a look. And that's how a lot of things get taken care of. Um, Bugs, just general problems, anything like that. You can send us a report, and we do look through those and we do pursue them, and bugs get fixed as soon as we possibly can. But I think that's everything. So I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoy playing. Bye!